tonight. Cause you're with a god. You're invincible. Bitch, you think I'd ever stop?
What's going on, DSG? It's your boy Donald Bradley back at y'all another video. Today we've got Omni-Man versus Bardock, Invincible versus Dragon Ball Z Death Battle. They are back. They were on hiatus for a while. Fix my microphone. In which case they were releasing some of the fights. They were releasing the fights for some of the older death battles that they had. I hadn't reacted to those. Discussed, but we here now. They back, you know what I'm saying? We got both the bad daddies, you know what I'm saying, of the superhero or the super protagonist of each series, you feel me? So we gonna see what's going on. Our pre-analysis bet, because we got a bet on who's gonna win. Bardock. I'm gonna say Bardock. I think Bardock wins. Straight up. Now that's our initial bet. We're gonna make another bet after we get all the details and things like that. I don't see Omni-Man really going there with the DBZ universe, but part of me feels like they only did this to show how Bardock is gonna lose. But we gonna see what's up. So be sure, because they don't know how DBZ fans and we be like, ain't nobody beat this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like how they did with Superman versus Goku, they gonna try to do with Omni-Man versus Bardock. I hope not, because I really don't see Omni-Man doing that. But we gonna see what's up. So be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, follow me on all that there social media. We ain't here without any further ado. 3, 2, 1, click.
This battle is sponsored by Manscaped.
Let's go. Oh, we got that legit animation. All right, let go.
Omni-Man versus Bardock.
The ostracized Viltrumite and the doomed Saiyan.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Omni-Man, Earth's once greatest hero. Alongside the Guardians of the Globe, he protected the world from all manner of threats. And then, in a single day, it all went horribly wrong.
Why Omni-Man? How Omni-Man? Who Omni-Man?
Who indeed? Champion of Earth, best-selling author J.K. Simmons, yet it was all a charade. With his murderous rampage only brought to a halt thanks to his own son.
It all starts with his home planet, Viltrum, which I hear is a totally lovely utopia.
Through brutal, mortal combat.
With a K! Or, wait, no, that came later.
Viltrumites are among the most powerful beings in the universe, even more so after they purge the weaker members of their species. As a vanguard of the Viltrumite Empire, Omni-Man infiltrated Earth as Nolan Grayson, expected to prepare the planet for Imperial assimilation.
Which should have been easy, since he's got your classic strongman superpowers and he's basically invulnerable, easily knocking around asteroids the size of Texas.
Until you mess with his equilibrium. Let's go.
He can fly at unbelievable speeds, soaring from Earth to the planet Thraxa in under 1 week. Thraxa is, quote, a couple galaxies away, give or take, so a minimum of 2 galaxies. Beyond the Milky Way's neighbor Andromeda is the lesser-known Triangulum Galaxy, which is over 2.7 million light-years away. Reaching it in under 1 week means Omni-Man must have flown over 142 million times faster than light.
Oh, and Viltrumites can't breathe in space, so he held his breath the whole way. And it's not like he was in a rush. He was on a soul-searching trip, contemplating the significance of smashing his own son's
Accelerated healing, flight, heat, and cold resistance, inhuman longevity, smart atom physiology, superhuman physique. Okay, yeah, so they is built like that. I know, I get they built like that. Okay.
face in. Think, Nolan, think.
Yeah, this is why I'm never having kids.
You're missing out. But according to another Viltrumite, Thetis, a bunch of other Viltrumites who actually were in a hurry flew to Viltrum across the Virgo supercluster in less than 24 hours.
That's over 20 billion times faster than light.
You don't really need to rush anyway. The older a Viltrumite gets, the slower they age.
According to the Invincible handbook, Nolan is over 2,000 years old. And regardless of age, Viltrumites don't suffer muscle fatigue like humans do, so they rarely ever tire out.
Seriously? He's got parenting easy mode on, and he couldn't even handle that. I would have killed for that back when my daughter was born.
Well, you would have to be a Viltrumite first. A Viltrumite's body contains smart atoms, which they subconsciously manipulate. This cellular structure can effectively recall certain states of being regardless of their present environment. reacting to changes at an atomic level to perform the impossible.
Yeah, like surviving your intestines getting ripped out, or even more.
Yeah, because I will say that, man. I'll say that he definitely's got that over Bardock. I ain't seen a Saiyan or nobody tank hits like a damn Viltrumite, the motherfuckers in Invincible, because they be getting holes punched through them, intestines, all kinds of crazy shit, and then they be back. They be like, all right, we good. You know what I'm saying? They get a little healing they got to do. Like when Battle Beast slammed the little whatever mallet thing down on Invincible's stomach and fucked his whole shit up, like, bruh. And yeah, he did some time in the hospital. He was cool. I was like, huh? What? All right, but Conquest Smart Atoms resisted attacks from Adam Eve. You can alter matter. At
Or scary, ripping out your whole beard all at once.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Only a
crazy.
Viltrumite could pull off something that disturbing.
Nolan is incredibly tough, but if he faces superior forces, his smart atoms can adjust to make him even stronger by comparison. This is why Viltrumites are considered invincible.
Most weapons in the universe can't even scratch a Viltrumite like him.
Even a ship's cannon like this one can't take down a Viltrumite, and it obliterated a massive solar disk nearly half the size of a star.
Speaking of planets, he's strong enough to shatter one by flying straight through it. A planet so big it has a whole ring around it.
The Roche limit factor dictates the size a celestial body must be in order to disperse orbiting material as a ring. In short, an Earth-sized planet can't support such a ring, meaning this one must be much larger.
And don't get me started on how the ring is actually made up of dead bodies because, spoilers? Just go read the comic.
If
That
Roche
part.
isn't doing it for you, this planet also supports 5 moons in its orbit, and even the smallest is a perfect sphere, meaning its own gravity shaped it. At minimum, a moon like that must have a diameter of 600 kilometers, or 370 miles. Comparing this to the planet's diameter, we can tell this world is nearly 14 times larger than Earth.
Or it was before, you know, kablam.
Now, Omni-Man does have his weaknesses. Monsters like Ragnar's can
Escaped the black hole, redirected a Texas-sized asteroid, destroyed Viltrum with help. Flew between galaxies and are weak. Slaughtered the Guardians of the Globe. Can do Fortnite dances with the best of them. Defeated Invincible, Alan, the alien in space race. Okay.
pierce Viltrumite flesh, and he's extremely sensitive to a specific high-pitch frequency, which can destabilize his body's equilibrium.
But his real weakness turned out to be, you guessed it, fatherhood. Thanks to his son Mark, Nolan began to re-examine his perspective and his place in the universe. He settled down in a new place, got himself a new job, and even had a new kid with his new wife, who's a bug. The bug lady, he banged a bug.
Something going on
Why,
there.
Omni-Man? How, Omni-Man?
Hey, everyone deals with
I think somebody has said something, a man will stick his thing into anything, and this proves it. It's just crazy.
parenting stress in their own way. When Nolan was lecturing to Mark about how insignificant people are, Mark wasn't the only one he was trying to convince, if you catch my drift.
Nolan Grayson's real
I missed
mission isn't planetary conquest or saving the innocent. It's to discover if a violent man who can break the world can also be a good father.
Godspeed, Omni-Man.
Okay. All right. So let's see what we got going on.
In the
Bardock,
far
bro.
reaches of the cosmos,
Like we got our Omni-Man, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I like that battle. You know what I mean? Because like no matter what knowledge I have, I feel like they really get down into the nitty-gritty of the characters with all the numbers and calculations. Even though they do mess up sometimes. Like I've seen a few debunked channels show where they've messed up. But like I feel like overall they do very good analysis, and taking their word for it is not the worst thing in the world. But we gonna see what's going on here with Bardock now.
laid a world with a people like no other, born and raised to do just one thing: fight.
The Saiyans, a proud warrior people from the planet Vegeta, ruled by, King Vegeta. Well, narcissist punch.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
Their pride blinded them to the truth of their impending doom. But perhaps one Saiyan represented the best of them, even during their waning glory days.
Bardock! He's cool, he's crude, he's got a bad attitude, and if he goes apeshit, you're totally screwed. And guess what?
That was a bar. Get it? Ape shit? Because he turns it. Okay.
Father of Goku!
Oh wow, I never would have guessed.
Right? What a curveball.
So what does that make Turles?
Who?
Bardock was
They
a
ain't
cold-blooded
lying,
killer,
bruh. Like, but at some point they showed that like a lot of Saiyans look the same for some weird reason. But all right, let's go.
Conquering planets in service to the Saiyans' true overseer, Lord Frieza.
They didn't just conquer planets, they wiped out every living thing, leaving Frieza uninhabited rocks to sell away. Bardock
Rock's a sick
was
man.
an asshole. Well, until he wasn't.
Bardock's story has evolved over the years, with multiple iterations to draw from.
Including one where he's a brilliant scientist.
But only one is considered officially
Like that's like Superman's actual people. They was scientists, but
canon. Bardock's demeanor began to shift when he met and eventually married fellow warrior Gine, and had two sons, Raditz and Kakarot.
No, Bardock didn't go totally soft. He was still a ruthless warrior. You know that iconic red headband of his? It's stained with the blood of his fallen friends. Hardcore.
Bardock could fly, move faster than light, and was naturally adept in using his ki as an explosive weapon.
AKA shooting lasers from his hands. True to his brutal screw you nature, Bardock's moves are all about overwhelming power. His final spirit cannon is like a ki-powered bazooka. His rebellion hammer punch ignites enemies on contact, and his rebellion spear basically turns him into a supercharged battering ram. The guy has no chill. He will run you over, break your spine, light you on fire, and then move on to the next guy. All in a day's work for a Saiyan.
Marriage didn't change that. While Bardock cared for Gine, in fact being one of few Saiyans of his time to actually have a romantic partner, he was still no family man. Like most Saiyans, he saw his sons as nothing more than future soldiers.
Bardock was a low-class warrior, so it was unlikely his kids would grow up to be anything more than battlefield fodder.
But they would still possess the Saiyans' power, a transformation that was the key to their planetary devastation.
Big Monkey!
Under the light of a full moon, a Saiyan with a tail manifests the Uzaru.
This great ape form increases Bardock's power
Werilla.
tenfold, turning him into an unstoppable kaiju. Quick, someone call Yajirobe!
While some Saiyans can maintain control over this berserker form, low-class warriors like Bardock don't receive the same level of training as those of higher birth. Prince Vegeta's control is so precise he can speak while changed, but Bardock cannot.
Hell, it's questionable if he even remembers everything that happens when he goes full tilt gorilla. The Saiyan strategy is pretty much just monkey see, monkey smash.
Despite
Break
being
everything!
low-class, Bardock's power level nearly matched that of King Vegeta, who could destroy multiple planets at once. At about this time, King Vegeta's power level was around 10,000.
Yeah, we know power levels are kinda janky. Nobody can agree on what the number really means.
Outside of his fight with Gas, Bardock doesn't really show any high-end feats in canon, but we can use power levels to compare him to other characters with similar levels to better understand his potential.
Like when his son fought Prince Vegeta. What's the scouter say about his power level? It's over 8,000.
8,000.
Yeah, the dub changed.
Yeah, the canonically in the original dub, I believe it was, or the original Japanese, it was 8,000, and then it got switched to 9,000, and 9,000 got like hella popularized.
Changed it to fit Vegeta's lip flaps, but we only cover the cold hard truth, damn it.
According to this movie pamphlet, Goku's power level between his fight with Vegeta and his trip to Namek was 10,000. This lines up with that previous reading and puts him on par with Bardock. Goku's training during the trip eventually raised him to 90,000 upon arrival, but this gives us a clear window.
Yeah, early in the trip, he had to dodge a bunch of incoming asteroids and blast his ship away from a star, which is impressive considering the speed involved.
The planet Namek is outside Earth's quadrant of the universe, and it took his ship 6 days to make the journey. Traveling a quarter of the universe's diameter would put the ship over 9.5 trillion times the speed of light.
And Goku would have had to keep up.
See, I don't remember the numbers of the other one. Sorry, when I get to like them big ass numbers and shit, like I'll try to remember so that I can have point of reference for who they talk about next. But god damn it, between trillion, zillion, quintillion, and all the other crap, I'm like, I don't. But one of the strongest Saiyans of his time held off an attack by thousands of elite soldiers, conquered many planets, including Kanasa, the planet cereal, gained future sight from Tolo, saved Goku from Frieza's extermination, defeated Team Dodoria, chilled egg gas.
With that kind of speed to do all that other stuff.
Makes sense given far weaker characters could reach the moon in a fraction of a second. Should be trivial enough for Bardock.
All this speed and power meant when Bardock and his team assaulted the planet Cereal, they went cheerio.
Bardock ravaged the planet.
The cereal, they went Cheerio. Somebody stop this, man. The bars are going crazy. I hate this chair. Like, you don't want to stay up. Hold on. We good? No, just playing. I gotta get a new chair so bad, bro. I gotta get a new chair so bad. It's ridiculous. But let's go.
Annihilating its people until he found two survivors, a mother and her child. Some may call it weakness, others a moment of clarity, but Bardock was suddenly reminded of his wife and recently born son. He chose to spare the two, and even pushed himself far past his limits to protect them from his own Frieza Force allies, who taunted that Frieza had dire plans for the Saiyans' future.
This moment changed Bardock, making him more appreciative of his family and cautious of Frieza.
The heaters and gas were comparable to the elite Frieza soldiers such as Zarbon and Bardock's mid-battle strength increase was also comparable to Great Ape. Okay.
When all the Saiyans were called back to planet Vegeta for mysterious reasons, he had a hunch something was up. So before his final stand, smashing through hundreds of soldiers before coming face to face with the tyrant, he sent his youngest kid away for protection. A choice that allowed his son to thrive. And hey, that's what good parents do.
A choice that would have a greater significance than Bardock could ever imagine.
And then Dildo Dickhead blew them all up and he died. Or did he?
Yeah, that part, because canonically, for whatever reason, he went like back in time and fought a predecessor of Frieza's. You know what I'm saying?
Bardock got killed so freaking hard he got blasted back in time.
Actually, he was pulled away by...
Bardock believes survives for his supernova attack in this continuity, an attack with a yield of 20 quintettatons of TNT. As a Super Saiyan, he'd also scale above Saiyan Saga Vegeta, whose destruction of Aurelia equal 4 point. Oh shit. Okay. All right.
Got killed so freaking hard he got blasted back in time.
Actually, he was pulled away by these two who miscalculated and misplaced him incorrectly in the time stream.
Blah blah blah, non-canon, whatever. He survived. And when he realized what happened, he got so unbelievably pissed off, he went Super Saiyan. What?
All right, this is very much an alternate universe what-if scenario, and it is jarring. But think about it. The Super Saiyan form is not achieved through training alone. It requires dedication, introspection, victory, failure, love, and loss. Frieza destroyed the Saiyans because he feared the possibility of the Super Saiyan, a Saiyan with power that could rival his own. But perhaps Bardock's transformation was more than simply a what-if.
I think it was more to put along the lines of he was the Super Saiyan of legend. The Saiyan that Frieza's people had learned about and the whole reason they know about it in the first place.
He had begun to take the very steps his son later would to achieve the form. Perhaps if Frieza had hesitated, even for a moment, his fear would have manifested before him right then and there.
Damn, pour one out for Bardock, who figured out how to be the truest Saiyan right at the end of it all. I know Kakarot would be proud.
But does that mean that they're not going to use Super Saiyan in the clash? I don't know, but
Hey, shout out to everyone who believed in us during our recent crowdfunding.
And joining you in that support is the first ever sponsor for an independent death battle episode,
props. All right, let's go.
It's time for a death battle!
You lose for this. Before the fight even starts. Whatever the hell's going on right here, you lose for this. But we still holding our bet. I feel like from what I had heard, they gave Omni-Man better stats. Like I said, I can't remember all the numbers things, but I feel like it was alluding to that. But we're gonna hold on to Bardock. You feel me? Let's go. DBZ fan for life. Let's go. Like I feel like people at Death Battle just do not like Dragon Ball. Or at least the hype around it.
Another gross bug planet.
Another gross. Omni-Man said on site. There was no talking. Yo, that's the same shit he pulled with the Guardians of the Globe, bro. He tried to mix them up immediately. There were no words at first, bro. Actually,
Another
at all.
gross bug planet.
This planet isn't anyone's to conquer.
Don't underestimate me!
Just like my son, sticking his nose in places he's not ready for.
My sons would kick his ass.
Facts. Yo, hey, bro. I understand we in the middle of a death fight real quick, but don't fuck with the ride, all right? In case I win, I'm going to need to bounce up out of here after I conquer this shit, all right? So don't fuck with the ride. We're just going to put that over there, and we can get back to business. You feel me? Consider the ride situation. Oh, sat him down.
Whatever you are, you're an embarrassment.
Bro, why they making it look like an alien about to pop out his chest, bro? We in a whole different movie right now.
Wait till you see the real power of a Saiyan.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
So he's going to get the tail. I feel like he's going to have to go for the tail. Well, he doesn't know about the tail, but I feel like to get him back down small, that's probably what's about to happen. Yep. All right.
Shit.
First of all, that's disrespectful. I feel like the tail should have went back to normal size. You know what I'm saying? You can't smack a nigga with his own tail. Well, I fix this chair one more time. Like, you can't be smacking because with their own body parts. That's just disrespect off rip. We don't do that. We don't do that.
No. My sons need me. I won't let you take me from my war.
Did they really get that man Goku phrases? I won't let you destroy my war. Okay, so they're giving Bardock the Super Saiyan. I feel like, see, now I really feel like Bardock's gonna lose because they're being generous. Like, they're giving him shit that he didn't canonically have. So, like, let's go.
I won't let you take me from my war.
Alright.
Fuck.
Knew it. Alright, we knew we wanted Bardock to take it home. But yeah, I could already see the setup for his downfall from the beginning, from how they was talking about it, the fact that they gave Bardock extra shit that he canonically didn't have, like they were trying to show that we could be generous with Bardock and he still can't win. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is pretty much the route that Death Battle goes when they do Dragon Ball stuff, and I really feel like it's more of just a pushback against the Dragon Ball fan base to show all the characters that could defeat a Dragon Ball character versus like the Death Battle in itself. But you know what I mean? If it is what it is, it is what it is. We still gonna hold Bardock, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Dragon Ball till we die. But let's see what they got stats wise.
Okay, these Gokus have got to stop picking fights with guys in capes.
Pitting Saiyan against Viltrumite is fascinating.
Gokus.
Among the many similarities, 5 specific categories stand out.
Starting with speed.
Okay,
Bardock is
I'll give the experience part because man's has been alive for thousands of years and a Saiyan's lifespan ain't like that.
much faster, given his power level matched Goku dodging asteroids at 9.5 trillion times light speed, much higher than the Viltrumite's fastest speed. Add on the 50 times multiplier from Super Saiyan and it's a huge difference.
Right, Bardock clearly has the speed advantage, but strength and durability are another story.
Though it doesn't seem like it at first, Bardock scales to King Veggie, who wrecked 3 planets at once, and Omni-Man only smashed 1. But given how big that one planet was, the numbers are actually pretty similar, until we factor in the Super Saiyan boost, right?
Well, there's a catch. A major plot point in Invincible involves the coalition of planets admitting that their weapons cannot hurt Viltrumites.
So, when their ship's cannon obliterated this gigantic solar disk, it highlighted just how tough the Viltrumites really are.
This disk completely blocked the sunlight and heat between a planet and its star. And this is no ordinary planet. Its size and density are so high that its inhabitants are as strong as Viltrumites just due to living in its natural gravity. To fully block the light to such a planet and remain in consistent orbit, the disk would need to be positioned at its L1 point, the spot that creates an uninterrupted view between sun and satellite, and the disk itself must be about half the diameter of the star in question. This means the scaling of the disk puts it at 3 septillion tons.
That's 24 zeros!
Which makes Omni-Man over 11,000 times stronger than base Bardock.
Not even the Great Ape or Super Saiyan forms could make up that difference. So strength goes to Nolan.
Still, numbers aren't everything. As far as versatility in combat goes, neither had one distinct advantage that could win outright.
Omni-Man survives in space for much longer, but Bardock barely squeaks out the edge here thanks to his ranged versatility with key attacks and, of course, Super Saiyan.
Okay, let's address the Super Saiyan Bardock thing. It's perfectly fair to question whether or not the form should be in this comparison at all. However, even with the form included, Nolan still takes this.
See, I knew that's exactly why they put it in there. All right, let's go.
Especially when it comes to our last 2 categories, experience and stamina.
Yep, Omni-Man's been around a lot longer than Bardock, over 2,000 years, and even with Super Saiyan, Bardock's no master of the form.
And without that mastery, the form drains the user's energies at an increased rate.
Okay.
Which brings us to what may be Omni-Man's most surprising advantage.
Those weird smart atoms.
Saiyans like Bardock can fight for days on end, but only for so long. Bardock possesses a limited pool of ki, which only depletes faster when using super forms like the Great Ape. In contrast, Omni-Man's biology prevents him from tiring in most cases, letting him travel across whole galaxies for weeks non-stop. And his smart atoms adjust to counter whatever physical strain he's subjected to.
Bardock's crazy speed and power made him a real challenge.
But Nolan's strength, experience, and sheer endurance presented an unstoppable and unshakable force that would inevitably land the killing blow.
When push came to shove, Omni-Man raised the bar. Duck.
The winner is Omni-Man.
Next time
got
on
next?
Death Battle.
Let's see, Jojo.
Subscribe.
Joker versus Gear. Okay. Oh, Persona versus. Okay, I'm over here like.
Subscribe and
Batman?
join as a
What
member
the
to
hell?
see more Death Battle.
All right, hey, that was dope. Let me watch that dope here. Wanted Bardock to take the dub. You know what I'm saying? The DBZ fan in me couldn't let it go. Couldn't falter on my man's. But I could see how this was going from the beginning. With how they were talking about it, the way that they sized it up from Goku versus Superman, Bardock versus Omni-Man, and things like that. How they were setting it up, you could kind of clearly see they were setting this up for Bardock's downfall, especially when they let him, like, something that I don't really think I've seen them do is let somebody hold on to something that is not canon to the character. And anytime I believe that they have let that happen, it was to show that even with this, they still can't win. So it is what it is. But this was a good one, man. I was loving the fight. The animation was on point. The music, you know what I'm saying? Death Battle back, and we here for it. So be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, follow me on all that social media, and I catch y'all next one, fam. Peace.